Hey everyone! Today we're diving into the world of tripods and specifically the Ulanzi MT-43. So if you are on the hunt for an affordable, travel size and reliable tripod, stick around because this one might just be what you need. Today we'll explore its advantages and disadvantages to see if it truly deserves a spot in your vlogging toolkit. The killer feature that got me sold on this guy in particular is its tightening mechanism in the middle of its telescopic stick. Unlike MT-16, my first tripod, which would slide down during the shoots, MT-43 stays put. And Ulanzi claims that it can hold up to 2.5 kilograms or almost 5 pounds of weight, which is pretty impressive for its compact size. Speaking of size, this is as low and this is as high as it can get. It is very compact and lightweight, making it perfect for short road trips, especially when using public transport. Weighing just 364 grams, it folds into a neat 20 centimeter stick, making it my go-to over my larger Benro Tripster when traveling. It is pretty versatile and it can even double as a selfie stick because of the way its legs can fold down like this to form a pretty decent selfie stick, ideal for longer shoots because of how lightweight it is. And plus, you don't have to fiddle with its legs to set it down, unlike the GorillaPod from Joby, which I had a lot of trouble with when working on even surfaces. I think it is important to emphasize while MT-43 makes a wonderful selfie stick, it doesn't go with a phone mount. You have to buy it separately. In my case, I have the ST-05 by Ulanzi as well. It is pretty solid metal. It can hold your phone both horizontally and vertically. And besides the regular thread at the bottom, it also has a sort of Arca-Swiss plate, which is pretty handy when using it on any kind of camera tripods or separately like so. The overall build feels solid and high-end thanks to the combination of metal and carbon fiber. Here are a few other observations that I think are worth mentioning if you're considering getting this one. It comes with a standard Arca-Swiss plate, which is pretty universal and allows you to use it with pretty much anything, with cameras, microphones and light. Something I spotted about the Arca-Swiss plate, although it's pretty universal and it can work across all different types of tripods of different brands, but the thing about it is it doesn't have a handle on the screw that you screw into your camera, and you have to use some kind of a coin to tighten it up and unscrew it. For example, my Benro Tripster one, it has a non-standard kind of size of the plate, but it does have the handle, which is pretty handy when working on set and like needing to tighten something up really quickly. There is a built-in cold shoe mount which can be rotated like so, or it can also be removed with a hex bit driver, if you will. There is also this swivel mount that allows for horizontal panning for very smooth shots, pretty convenient, and it can be tightened to fix the position as well. There is a thread at the bottom of the tripod so that you can screw it on top of another tripod for higher shots or for top-down shots, and while I wouldn't recommend this kind of setup with cameras, it works pretty well with phones. On either side of the base of the head there are cutouts allowing for easy 90-degree rotation. Now let's talk about some of the drawbacks that you need to be aware of when considering getting this one for yourself. First is the minimum and maximum heights, as we mentioned, are pretty limited, so you might need to get creative with other objects to get wide and full height shots. One serious flaw that I spotted while using it actually in the field, filming some of my previous videos, was that this screw right here might loosen up as you carry the camera around, resulting in the camera starting to shake or slide down or even fall down, which is pretty serious. I've tried to replicate it right now here on camera. I wasn't able to, but this has happened to me a few times with my Sony a7C and a full body small rig housing. And I believe it's because of the weight of it, and especially when I carry it holding onto the camera instead of the stick itself. To prevent my camera from falling, I usually have this ribbon over my neck when working with this tripod. Something you might consider a deal breaker would be a non-removable head. The head is fixed, solid, and it cannot be replaced. I tried to unscrew it. It is fixed for good. Cannot be replaced. I had a situation with the Joby GorillaPod where the kit head that came with it was producing some squeaky noise. I'll try to see if I can find it and show it to you. But there was some squeaky noise as you carried it with you and you tried like walking and filming yourself with. It was fine when it was like static, but once you're carrying it, it would produce some squeaky noise. So I had to go find and replace it with another head from Small Rig, which I have on it right now here. I don't know why it's not focusing, right there. It works pretty well right now, but previously I had a lot of trouble and struggle with it, and I had to replace it. So for situations like this, I would love to have the flexibility of a removable head so that I could replace it if I needed to. I was trying to find an alternative with the same features and quality in the same price range, and I couldn't, which is a bummer, but it wasn't a deal breaker for me in this case, so I decided to go with the MT-43. One of the reasons why you might want to replace the head of your tripod would be having additional functionality, like for example having a physical leveling device, which I'm pretty used to using with my Benro Tripster, and I think my Joby, the old head that I had to replace, originally did have the leveling device. But this one in particular is obviously lacking it, and I found it out only after it had arrived and I unpacked it. Not a deal breaker for me, because I can always use the leveling device on the camera or in the phone, but again, it's something to keep in mind when considering getting this one for yourself. So there you have it, the Ulanzi MT-43. It is compact, versatile, and well built, making it a solid choice for vloggers and travelers. And while it has a few limitations, its strength might just make it the perfect tripod for your needs. Thanks for watching, and if you found this review helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also drop a comment if you have any questions or if there's another product that you'd like me to review. Until next time, bye bye!